All right, listen up, Apes. You just got clearance for a restricted briefing. We're about to jack in and deconstruct the whole damn system.
Let's get one thing straight right from the jump. You think you're playing the same game as the suits? Nah, the market's not a level playing field. If you think your little brokerage account has the same firepower as some titan on Wall Street, you've already lost, my friend.
You're not. They've changed the rules. So, consider this your official heist briefing. We're unplugging from all the noise, all the mainstream garbage, and we're plugging directly into the source code. We're about to expose the hidden rules, the secret weapons, the entire data matrix that the so-called smart money uses to stay one step ahead of you and me.
All right, first up, the official narrative. Look, every good heist starts with casing the joint, right? So first, we got to understand the public-facing security. The story they want you to believe.
Oh yeah, you've heard all this stuff before, haven't you? Use the rule of 100. Pay down your high-interest debt. When you hit your 40s, buy some moderate-risk bonds. And for God's sake, listen to your financial advisor. Yeah, the same guy who's going to sell you some overpriced mutual fund. This is literally the elevator music of financial advice. It's safe, it's boring, and it's designed to keep you on a slow, steady path, while they're out there launching rockets to the moon.
Okay, enough with the cover story. Let's get to the real stuff, their secret weapon. This is the hidden infrastructure they're running behind the scenes. It's time to see what they're really up to.
So while you're reading the news, they're using this. It's called alternative data. And trust me, this is their surveillance grid. While you're digging through last quarter's earnings reports, they are literally tracking real-time consumer spending, social media chatter, who's using what mobile app, and even satellite imagery. It's a fire hose of data that shows them the future, while you're stuck looking at the past.
And check this out, 5,000. That was the forecasted number of these datasets by 2020. Their digital arsenal is just exploding. That's not a small edge, people. That's 5,000 different ways for them to see a move before it even hits a stock chart. They're not predicting the market anymore. They're watching it happen in real time.
Okay, you want to see this weapon in action? Let's talk about Chipotle. The suit's new CMG was in deep trouble way before anyone else. And how? They saw the sales dip coming from space. No, I'm not kidding. They used satellites to literally count the cars in Chipotle parking lots. That data showed traffic was falling off a cliff a full 3 quarters before the Wall Street experts finally caught on and downgraded the stock. 3 quarters.
You still think this is just a game? 16.2%. That's the annualized return JP Morgan pulled in, not from some genius stock pick, but just by analyzing consumer transaction data. This isn't investing, folks. It's a data-driven hunt for alpha, and they have all the biggest guns.
But here's where it gets really, really dirty. This is the manipulation engine. See, they don't just use this data to watch. They use it to act, to manipulate the game. This is where we go from just surveillance to a full-on inside job.
And their number one psychological weapon? FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. It's just a smokescreen. It's a targeted campaign designed to create panic, to shake out the diamond hands, the apes who hold on for dear life because they believe, and make you sell at a loss. It's how they create predictable, irrational behavior they can profit from.
And look, this isn't just some crazy theory. The Hive-mind figured this out. Listen to this. Hedge fund short sellers pay journalists for FUD and file BS lawsuits to profit. We've all seen the patterns. They manufacture bad news, plant it with a friendly journalist, and boom, they drive the price down and cash in on their shorts. It's a whole playbook.
But here's the thing. Every system has a weak spot, a vulnerability. And in their obsession with all this data, we find the glitches. The glitch in the matrix. These are the moments where the data leaks the real truth, and it totally contradicts the story they're trying to sell you.
Okay, check this out. Case in point, Hanjin Shipping. The data practically screamed that this company was about to collapse, while the official narrative was dead silent. I mean, look at this chart of credit scores. Hanjin was a huge global player, and according to the news, everything was just fine.
But the data told a very different story. Watch this. December 2015, their credit scores a 3. Okay, January 2016, it drops to a 2. Uh-oh. Then, March 2016, it plummets to a 1. That was the glitch. That was the red flashing light. The data was screaming Mayday, but the public bankruptcy filing, that didn't come until August, 5 months later. The data showed the iceberg hitting the ship, and the news was still talking about sunny skies.
So there you have it. That's their system.
It's complex, it's expensive, and yeah, it's pretty rigged. So now for the good part, the getaway plan, the ape counteroffensive. How do we, the outsiders, find our own edge?
Look, their edge is obvious. Billion-dollar terminals, satellite feeds, paid-off journalists. We can't match that. But our edge, it's different. It's the Hive-mind. It's publicly available data. It's thousands of us, thousands of wrinkle-brained apes, digging, sharing, and putting the pieces together. It's apes together strong.
And you don't need a damn satellite to find an edge. 69%. Nice. That's the hit rate an analysis found just by using public Google Trends data to predict how consumer companies would perform. The tools are literally out there for us to use. That, my friends, is pure rocket fuel.
We are watching this chart like a hawk, and while you wait for the next candle to form, it's time to grab your free gear. Go sign up for Public. They'll give you $20 in free assets. Check out Webull for that BTC promo, or you can grab your NVDA stock over on Moomoo. All the links are right down there in the description. Now, do me a favor, smash that like button, subscribe to the tribe, Apes Together Strong.
The code is on the screen. The market is a puzzle. It's a matrix of data. And yeah, the suits have their methods, they have their playbook, but now you've seen it too. You've seen the glitches they try so hard to hide. So the only question left is, are you ready to read it? What are you going to do about it?
All right, before you bounce, I want to know, what's the biggest market glitch you've ever spotted? Drop it in the comments below, let's compare notes, and remember, apes, this is all just educational banter and speculation, okay? This is not financial advice. The market is a casino, and the house always has an edge, so you gotta do your own due diligence. Stay frosty out there.